Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden Night.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
2nd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Rivers. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the end zone, Luck. And Luck is going to run out of time, out of luck as well. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. We'll protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Love. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The numbers from last week for Hilton. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's George. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Colts are in for 6. And it's up and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Shoves it aside. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Davis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Barkley. He's got room to run past the 20, and they will finally get him down at the 28. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, he shifts past him, and some room to work. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Here's Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people...
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got a moonwalk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. And a Shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On second down, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Locke, complete to Hilton. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, twisting away. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Locke. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking, able to establish themselves, control.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he works free. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Good morning, this is DJ Phoenix. How are you? Blessed. Just enjoying the morning as I do every Friday. I sleep in every Monday, Friday, Wednesday, and Friday. So no better sleep schedule than that.
To the 27-yard line.
It's called freedom. I enjoy too.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
I do, but I just don't. I have one.
He's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that.
I'm actually a part of a very successful company as it is, so I understand the aspect of marketing and what's supposed to happen with it. I get it. So it's not so it's not like I'm marketing illiterate by any means. It's just I got another baby on the way. There's no need to really, have to be on my phone and do other things pertaining to that. If I know what content's supposed to be on there, I'll just shoot the white elephant in the room right now. I've received a couple of very, very gracious offers from people, but you were my first contact, so I'm going to honor and respect that. I pride myself on leadership and accountability. I come from that lineage of leadership, so I never try to be anything other than who I am in that department. And you're also a sister, so I'm just letting you know that because I'm a strong black man in America, my job is to be a shining light and an example for you, so that way you can have more examples of strong black men. Not to make you any less significant, but it's just a lacking of it right now. And
I agree. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. And it's just really heartbreaking for me to see what's going on in the media right now. So I'm just like, yeah, I might need to put a muzzle. I might have to put a muzzle on because I deal with a lot of. I don't know if you read my press kit, but I deal with a lot of major corporations. I've done a lot of things in my lifetime, and I'm still currently DJing all over the city and doing positive things. But I have to make a transition to be able to do it on a more higher professional level. I already locked in the Final Four. I got Top Golf for the Final Four. That's one of my biggest clients as well. So I don't want to, by any means have minor distractions pop up and it deter how I do business overall. Now, I didn't get a chance to check out any of your work, but it seems like since someone, referred you, that you must obviously have some type of credibility and standards about you.
Oh, absolutely. I'm known for my marketing. I first created the Brookdale Health Campaign, which is very familiar to almost everybody. So I helped them grow from probably, I would say, $1.5 million company to a $3.5 million company in my first year. I was director of marketing from 2010.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Early 2014.
Gets around him, and he's got this down to the 35.
Marketing intact. Shenji has been there since then.
So we come to halftime here with a visit. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Mainly, as far as the events go, I've been all of the laptops and the Motown play.
This is taken at his 4.
Social media live,
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Any of my clients work.
Right.
I must say that.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Right.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second
Absolutely.
half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Well, I already do enough work, and I have a resume enough to actually do a whole public figure page if necessary. Trust me. I mean, a lot of the big concerts that happen in the city, 8 times out of 10, I was one of the DJs on it. I just don't do, I have a very successful Amway business that I'm a part of as well, and my mentors are Matt and Elena Growald, so I have to make sure that I keep their integrity intact as well, and I handle a lot of business for them. I'm their AV guy, but I'm also one of their high class leaders. And our business does between $45 and $55 million in revenue every single year. And so the last thing I want to do is put myself in a position to have to, to have to put that in jeopardy just by having these small things pop up. Which, I'm not a troublemaker by any means, but it's just at this point, like I said, I have a last name to protect. But if I am going to step my game up to the next level, I'm going to have these things. If I'm going to be a leader in the city and be more transparent, which, I already do that with referral-based business, but if I'm going to be a public figure, I have to, unfortunately, make myself more available in that department. That's just kind of how the belly of the beast sings. You know social media better than me, so I use it, but it's not to the point of where, public figures, and I can actually go in and monetize it on an elite level. Right now, I'm on a good level. I'm going towards great, obviously. I have goals for that, but elite is my status. That's what I want. I speak it every day. And I know those costs come at a premium, which I would never say, hey, I need a plug or a discount for any of that. But I'm sure you have a network, and I'm sure I have a network. And I'm sure that network equity here is going to be very viable for both of us. But I would never cheat you out of an opportunity to get what you're supposed to get.
That's 38. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
Like, I understand people don't really truly understand how much of a market social media is. I look at it as money every day in clients and revenue and I make people. That's my profession. Like, that's what everything I do is about making
on
money.
3rd down, Barkley.
And I do it in multiple ways. So
And then he goes for the juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
I don't want to do that.
They're handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All things for you, and it'll just be when it's free advertising. So if you have an event or something you want people to come to, you just Snapchat your flyer. It doesn't have to be like all what everyone else does. I would use it 100% for marketing.
I see. It's like I need to do that, but I really don't want to do that. I mean, again, I'm very private when it comes down to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And the internet is undefeated. It's just nasty, and I really don't. And I can, deflections and distractions don't bother me at all. And so by any means, I'm pretty seasoned. So it's just like, it's just more or less the aspect of having that on my plate and having to deal with it. And if I want the success that if I want to sustain my success, I have to be able to go to the markets where everyone is. I can't hide in a box and expect to be able to still achieve the things that require me to have more touch. Like for example, the past 4 months I've been, just kind of scoping out events and hitting up let's say any big corporate thing, any sponsored ad that requires a DJ or any type of sound quality of any kind. I go like their page and I send them a message up front like, look, I'm looking to DJ this event. I have a press kit available. I'm actually batting 1,000. Everyone has responded saying, hey, send your stuff here, or how can we help you? That's how I got Top Golf last year. So I understand the basics of marketing and being able to still keep a referral based business. I'm very knowledgeable in all those areas. It's just like I said, it's to the point to where I just want somebody to do it for me. That's it. Like I just don't want to touch it. Like I'm at the point to where I just be like, fuck all this. Like, look, here's what I need. Boom, boom, boom. Or even then, because like I said, I'm very basic when it comes down to it. Obviously my page, is a reflection. I'm not on it as much as I used to, obviously, because again, when you run a corporate thing, you don't need everybody in your visions. You just need to put it out there for people for influence only, I guess. So it's just like, okay, I'm about to start putting some mixes out. I'm about to start doing I'm going to start doing an online radio show, at least a mix maybe once or twice a week when I can, because I don't put my mixes out there because I like to keep my music to myself. I don't like, if you want to hear my mixes, if you want to hear my blends, you got to come to the club where I'm DJing at. Or you got to get in my DM and be like, Phoenix, I need a mix. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I can give you 120 mix. Done, boom. But other than that, it's just like, I'm very, 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 very humbled by the relationships that I have within my network.
Absolutely.
I never try to take anything from them that I can't give 2 or 3 times more of. So, for someone like you to have the demeanor that you have, I can already tell in your spirit that you care about the people that you work for, and you had me at Shed G. So, so to be honest, you had me at Shed G. So with that said, I definitely want to sit down with you and your husband if possible. I don't know how involved he is with the business, but I'm married as well. Okay. So, oh yeah, hell yeah, I've been married. I've been married. Be 6 years in November.
Yay! Congratulations.
Oh yeah, girl, shit, it's being married and being honorable and being a Christian. I just try my best to be a blessing for people for the right reasons, but I also believe in assignments and attachments.
Me too.
And you have to really be able to figure out. And it's unfortunate that even when black folks hear me talk like this, they say, oh, you're very articulate. It comes with a backdrop. Was okay. Is this nigga really what he's about? And which I understand that too. And I tell it to my mentors all the time. I say there's a certain element of business that you guys kind of don't understand about a black man in a suit.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you have to take a step back and talk slow to people. But even then, they might look at you as business illiterate. Whereas if you go in the room and you nail the presentation, sometimes they look at you as, okay, what is he trying to swindle and swiping from me? So I don't want to ever. I never try to walk the medium line anymore. I'm an avid reader, so I'm very, business savvy when it comes down to what it takes to actually build a team. Like I said, I'm around millionaires and people who make money, and they're my best friends. And I decided to surround myself around people who actually have what I'm looking for. It's easy to do what you need to do to get there when you hang around people who have what you want. So, and I haven't been the smartest person in the room for almost 7 years now, and I actually enjoy that.
Yes.
because it's easier to be able to navigate conversations and get knowledge and kind of build ideas off of successful people. So this is why, you know, talking to you, it's easy to throw a swear word in there from time to time, but we both know what it really is about. It's about being able to have a good, you know, good equitable business. Obviously, equity is everything to me. You know, I keep equity in my spending, from my laundry soap, bathroom, my kitchen, everything. I keep equity in all of it. And the fact, and I was homeless at 29 with 2 college degrees. Homeless out here in Minneapolis, trying to figure out if I wanted to, you know, network with all these people to DJ or whatever. Now, 7 years later, I have a great base of friends. I have a great base of people. You know, I don't have to have 1 million followers on my Instagram to make a club $25,000 to $30,000 in a night. You know, having organic followers and supporters are easier for me to dictate and kind of navigate where I want to go. You know, like my press kit said, I've done over 260 weddings in my 18-year career, and I've only had 3 divorces. I'm very personal. I'm very personal with my weddings, girl. I'm serious. Like for instance. No, girl, no. With 3 divorces, that's it. On all those weddings, 3 divorces. Well, it's just a testament to show again. Anytime I go into a wedding, right, I always sit down with them and I say, okay, I need to know, like, what kind of bond is this? So they was like, are you a marriage counselor? I said no. I said no, but I'm not going to attach myself to something and be a witness to something if it's not going to really fulfill what's necessary in the heart of Jesus to take care of it. So I said, so, you know, we can either proceed or you know, I've actually declined 500 plus weddings, believe it or not. And it's not because their value system didn't line up. It's just I wasn't assigned to them to help them win in life, you know. And I still get cards, Christmas cards from most of my clients actually. So I have a very great reputation, you know, as a DJ. It just sucks to have to be on this damn phone and on these apps and Twitter me this and Facebook me that and Snapchat me woo, and you know, it's like
I do understand.
So I'm not gonna ask what your prices are. What do you necessarily work with budget-wise, or what's a necessary budget for us to come to an understanding for you to have what you need?
And that's why I ask the questions I ask about what you want. Like, because then I can tell you the different options, and then you can tell me what you're, because it sounds like you want someone to just post for you, but that's not really, the point in having social media management is to not do it yourself and then to grow. So you're going to grow. Like, that's just everything about your network is going to grow as far as, you know, your referral reach and just clientele, whatever it may be. Everything you ask for, you're going to get. That's just how it's going to work.
Right.
So you have to be prepared to take that, you know, just be equipped to take in the extra business, whatever category the messages
and that moves them back.
Right.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
On every channel, whether it's active or not, you still need to be located.
Now a carry from Mack.
On that channel, because if someone's looking for you and they like
the 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Yeah. When you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
More like if it was a physical business.
Just being able to be found. So for example, what I do is whenever I, you know, talk to prospective clients, first thing I say, first thing people will lose my business card, but you will not lose your phone. So I give them the press kit. I send them the press kit right away. But then also, when I talk to people and I don't have any business cards on me, I say go to DJ Phoenix First Ave. Google that. And when they Google that, that automatically takes them to my press kit on First Avenue's website, which automatically gives me credibility in the music industry by default. And then it also gives them access to my Facebook page and my Twitter account. But still, I think, yeah, but I think my Facebook is actually attached to my Twitter account, and so anytime I post it puts like a link to my Facebook. I think the same for Instagram, maybe. but I can go check the settings for that.
And they just got it.
But yeah, other than that, I think most of the things that I post usually go to the same handle. And I think my hand.
You mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
I just do it all myself. I ain't got nobody do nothing.
It culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
No.
Fair down to kick this one away.
Exactly what I mean. So okay, I just want to know that would mean that you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I'm going to do. I will end up doing a social media audit, and I'm about to go through your content, through your followers, everything.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh no, girl, that's the best. Girl, look, that's the best language you can ever speak, and that's the thing. I used to be nervous about that too, love, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Whenever I do my weddings, people always ask me how much do you. People always ask me, but how much do you charge? I say no. How much did you budget? That by default automatically puts your brain in the context of it. Okay, it's not necessarily what I'm willing to spend, it's what I'm supposed to get ready to spend. So they're going to give you a way higher number on that question than where, because if you ask, okay, how much do you cost? They're going to try to spend as least as possible. That's a natural human reaction to try to get more for less, right? But with the budget, it automatically puts you in a position where you have to come with what you're willing to spend overall, because you're not going to say, oh, well, my budget is $500, and then on the back end say, oh, well, I'm going to add $500 more to my budget. No one does that. Never. Never in the land of negative does that happen. Right. So I always lead with that, so that way, like I said, it makes it easier for you to kind of navigate where you have to go with me. And what suits it, because no price ever scared me off. I'm sure me DJing, and look, I get $2,500, $3,000 per wedding from time to time. And if I choose to do them cheaper, I can do them much cheaper than that. So not this time. So I'm not broke, but obviously I'm married. I got kids, so my wife runs all my bread. And which I'm sure you understand. She handles all my shit. What I'm saying? So makes it easy for me to just make the money, bring her the bread, and I can go about my business.
Now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Send it to me in general. So that way you can, send it to me in general, so that way I get an understanding of where you're at, and then I'll definitely, and I'm really serious about this. It's I really want to go and delete that post off, because I really want to sit down with you, seeing that this is the first time I'm really sitting down with someone to look at this. I really want to try to soak in as much information as I can from you, so that way, when somebody else does these services like this, I'll be like, look, let's keep it in house. And I have a very huge network as well, so the last thing I want you to do is not get access to that for sure. I know a lot. I know a couple of networks. That's your choice. I'll leave it up to you. What side of town you live on? Okay, I live in Cool Rapids, so you locally, bro. So,
I think maybe that might work.
Okay.
New York set to take the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
I'm a scheduler. I have to have my schedule. Well, let's do this. What days of the week work best for you?
It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm going to get some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
But now a throw on first down there.
Did you hear what I just said? I said I don't work on Mondays. I don't work on Wednesdays. I don't work on Friday. I don't do hump day, Monday or Friday. And then most of the time I DJ at night. So those are outside business hours anyway. So Tuesday and Thursdays are the only times I donate to my job. I give them what's that? 11 hours of my week, maybe. And that's just to take care of some back end stuff. So other than that, I'm pretty free after 5:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, Thursdays is my meeting day. So I pretty much shield off all business for nothing except for
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, Mondays will work. Monday be awesome. That'll work anytime.
Anytime before 2. And I'll be up. So.
Okay. Do you Negroes eat food?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, do you Negroes eat food? I
We
like.
do.
I like
We
to.
eat food?
I like to cook. Yes, I like to cook a
You're
lot.
crazy. Yes, we eat food.
I don't know if you looked at my page. But my name is Chef Tuffy. I'm one of the greatest chefs to ever walk the face of the earth, right? And I have access to a lot of network. For example, I got about 15 lobster in my freezer right now. I got about what 8 pounds of filet mignon in my freezer right now. So I always like to break bread with people. So whether if I come over there, if you come over here, if we meet at a coffee shop, it doesn't matter. But I know for sure I would like you and your husband to have dinner with my wife and I to just link up as couples in general. I think that's what's missing is the ability as black couples, black married power couples that can actually make impact in black business to get together and sit down and really use each other's services so that way we can get to different areas.
Fantastic.
So we definitely got to put that on the calendar for sure. But Monday before 2, can we do Monday at noon? Monday at noon, good?
Yep, Monday at noon is good. I'm gonna still email you what I said I was gonna email you first, so we can just keep the thought process going.
Sure.
What's your email address? Is it on the press kit?
Everything you need is on the press kit.
Okay, so I got it. I got it. And then we can just message back and forth about location Monday.
Okay.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like and all that stuff, so let's just keep in touch about that. But I have you for sure Monday at 12, and then we can discuss that lobster. Then my husband and I, for Lent, have become pescatarians, so we're trying to stay that way.
Look, I don't know nothing about no Lent. I don't know nothing about no Ash. I don't know nothing about no Meatless March. I don't know no parts of it. I don't know nothing about no keto. I don't want to know nothing about no keto. I don't even know who the hell keto is. But keto don't live here. So, with that said...
we eat lobster, though.
Oh, you don't eat lobster?
I said we do eat lobster.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what you niggas gonna eat then. Because like I told you, I don't know nothing about no keto. I don't speak Spanish, I just know me. Well, in the shrimp, I got shrimp that's 4-6, so I got, shrimp that'll fit in the palm of your hand. So I want y'all to really, I love blessing people because, I was taught in business, if you want more money, give it away. If you want more blessings, give it away. If you want more access, give it away. If you want more food, give it away. So if I told you what I paid for my lobster, you would be mad at me.
Probably so, yes.
Let me see. I got 3 pounds. I got 3 12-ounce lobsters in my hand right now. If you can tell me in 3 tries what I paid for them, you can have your husband come pick them up.
I probably can. $29.
Nope. Nope.
What?
Less.
Less? You're saying less or yes?
Less.
22.
For all of the lobsters, for all 3 of them, no less.
All 3. Wait, for all 3?
For all 3.
$100?
Nope. I'm about to shoot you the screenshot. This about to fuck you up.
Man, I was trying to get to him.
I'm about to look, this about to fuck you up. Let me know when you get it. the messenger.
Awesome. And that's for all three?
All three of them.
Man, this sticker says drumstick for me.
That's what happens when you deal with white folks and you help them. No. This is what happens when you deal. Oh, hold on. That's okay. So let me do this. My fault. Let me peel that back. Let's take that picture again. Sorry about that. Let me peel that back. I'm sorry.
Choking on my coffee?
That's how much they regularly cost. No, that's how much they regularly cost. I actually paid that drumstick price for that. The reason why I paid the drumstick price for that is because the person who franchises the club up by my house is one of my best friends. So whenever,
that's what be happening.
So whenever I saw,
understand if your wife is a genius, she'll be putting the drumstick.
No. I get my shit directly from the people because his son actually got into a car accident on 85th, and I helped save his life. So whenever I go to that club, I pay little to nothing for my seafood, little to nothing for my meat. Well, again, it's a blessing. It's like, okay, if he allows me to eat off his profits, I'm going to eat off his motherfucking profits. Excuse the language, no pun intended. But now this is where we get black power-ish, right? So I really want you to understand that the fact that you are a sister and that you are a wife and that you are protected. Let's go ahead and at some point break bread. Let's make this motherfucking money. I don't have to deal with my social media shit because I want to be able to start to outshine all of these weak ass DJs in the city.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
I love them. They're my peoples and shit. But it's ready to eat. Right. So and I already got the Final Four locked up. I got Top Golf locked up. I got, I did the Super Bowl last year. Me and DJ Dime got the Super Bowl basically for the next 5 years contracted. I have 6 barbershops that I want to get you in contact with ASAP, so you can really eat. You know what I'm saying? And I really am looking forward to sitting with you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that post down, and I'm going to go put a thank you for everyone who responded on the post and say I found the person I'm looking for. Hold on, where's that? Hold on. Shit. While you're on the phone, let me just put this seal of agreement on it right now. And then also what we can do, whatever contractuals you need signed, I take those very seriously.
Okay.
So whatever you need as far as paperwork is concerned, is get it ready for me. But I'm looking forward to working with you and your husband and seeing how we can grow together. I'm sure there's a couple of things that, like I said, we can get some network equity on because you like streams of income and so do I.
Yes, sir. I'm going to send you an email because I got to go to the to go attend this meeting. Client that I'm working for. I'll tell you about it later. But we'll stay in touch. I'll text you a quick text to tell you when to check for my email and then, or whatever, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
Later.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing, Rivers. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again here, Rivers. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
Rivers to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload that you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Luck now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Luck on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing is Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Love, the quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Wiggles free. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Rivers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return will stop right around the 25. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down, Rivers. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw for Rivers. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now, wait a minute, did the Jets
Get the fuck out of here.
They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Rivers to throw it, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss right to Barkley. And now running right through it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.
Sanchez.
Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money